Rock 108. Hey, it's Ned, hanging out, Rock USA, first day, and I am just in heaven right now because it has been a sweltering hot, everything's sweating, but I'm in this wonderful area called Zoltan Land, and it's beautiful in here, and I've got the beautiful Zoltan with me, too, from Five Finger Death Punch. How's it going, man?
Hey, man, the second best invention of mankind after the really invented air conditioning.
See, I forgot about the air, and that's what's bringing it out, man. You'll be good.
That's what it is.
Have you gotten a chance to be outside yet?
Yes, I mean, I had to make my way from the bus to here,
true.
and it felt like, like you had to cut through Mars' surface with that spacesuit for about 13 seconds. I mean, had my breath.
Look at my shoes.
It's
a mud world, man.
It's mud wrestling.
Hopefully I don't track it. I'm not too much in here, man.
All good. I don't care.
All right, cool. Well, the band has been just rocking out like no other, and I've got to say, in my 10 years of doing radio, I will say, and I will give you this honor, your band, I have interviewed well over 7 to 8 different times now.
Yeah.
Every single band member. And the only time, and this is the first time, face-to-face with you.
Wow.
We're making it happen, man.
I'm a recluse, I guess, because this is the second time I hear it today.
See? Boom. Absolutely. But you've always fascinated with me because not only outside of the band and whatnot, but jiu-jitsu and monster trucks.
Yeah.
Do you still have the knucklehead?
Yeah.
Really? Do you get time to drive it around when you can?
Well, not as much as I would like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I do. It's kind of, I subscribe to this idea of you got this. If you're lucky, you got 80 summers out of your lifetime, right? So I have check boxes. So I wanted to be a pilot, wanted to be a captain, a boat cap, all those things.
Yeah.
Race cars, race monster trucks, jiu-jitsu competitions. So I'm just clicking one after the other. I'm just doing it.
So what's next on the Zoltan list?
So now I'm back. I haven't in jiu-jitsu. I used to compete, on world championship, this and that. Even got some hardware, got second place, and Abu Dhabi Pro and stuff like that in my class, so to speak, my weight class. But I'm back in jiu-jitsu. I've been training, of course, but I was too busy to actually compete.
Right.
So I want to go back. Obviously. I want to get on the mat and compete. Competition is interesting because I just like that feeling,
Yeah.
I don't get the adrenaline dump. To me, it's like a chess game. But I love that feeling of like it's me and you and that's it. We're going to duke it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nobody to save you here. It's you
have
to test. You know what I mean? You have to test the skills, and I love that feeling. I'm flying planes, so the pilot license thing is. I have 6-7 times the hours that I need. But I just have to do the ground school. So can I steal a plane and fly away? Yeah, but I still have to do it.
Will he do it?
Ground
Yes.
School. I mean, look, I have such a list of the things that I have to do. And plus I manage 2 more bands right now too, and so it's like my life is is pretty much is full with things to do.
Staying busy, man. You're one of the most busiest working bands out there. I mean, I don't think there's a time when you're not touring, recording, whatever it may be. I mean, and it's working like no other. I mean, Blue on Black hits number 1, and it's just like, what's next for this band? I mean, like they're just going to keep churning out hits, selling records, selling out stadiums.
It is the kind of thing where you dreamt of something in your whole life. You wanted to do something, right? Let's say you want whatever. You wanted to be a race car driver, and now you are. And you're going to put your foot on that pedal and you're not going to let it off, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like we got to do finally that we dreamt of when we were kids. So when we finally get to this position, of course, I'm going to burn a candle on every side.
Yeah.
We're going to pump out music as much as we can. We're going to be on the road as much as we can. And in our personal lives, as I said, I'm just checking off the boxes.
Yeah.
It's... That's the whole idea. You want your in quote resume, not like I need one, but if I had one, you want your resume, somebody reads it and go like, what the hell? Who is this dude? You know what I mean? That's what you want when somebody goes like, you did what? And then it's a list of crazy stuff, right?
Absolutely agree. I mean, I feel the same way kind of in radio. It's like, I can go on air, hit the button, talk, and pan it down. A lot of people can do that. But what about the guys that go out to the rock festivals? What about the guys that are doing this, that? It's like, you, again, resume, who the shit is this guy?
Yeah.
And just wow them.
And it's not even for others. It's not about, it's more like you look back at this and then you go, okay, I did my landmarks. You know what I mean? I checked those boxes. I got to look back at my life and say, okay, I did pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And you're
you
having fun.
know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're making
I had
memories.
fun doing it. Right?
Yeah. Well, nowadays too, with photos and stuff being online, I mean, like a lot of people still, when you make those memories and you put them up online, and everyone said, I feel like we can now document it so well because of like Facebook and all that stuff. But sometimes I like to go back and think about putting something in a photo album, you know, like looking through an old grandma's old photo album, you know, and you can look back on all that stuff.
Stay analog.
Yeah.
But you know, it does just happen to me. Somebody just asked me like, hey, what did you do on New Year's? And I actually have to, let me look at my Instagram. Because I don't remember.
Yeah.
And I literally had to look it up like, oh yeah, okay, I went to Dubai. All right, cool.
That's what I did.
But it's just what it is. Like you scroll back, oh yeah, I did that.
Oh man, what the heck were you doing in Dubai?
New Year's Eve.
Well, yeah. Were you just hanging out, partying, hanging out with family?
You know, I love that place. You know, it's and the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the planet currently. You know, the whole thing becomes this like on the LED screen, so everything is projected, and it's insane.
It's fascinating.
It's insane.
Like
I love it. I love Dubai. Actually, I really like it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I'd love to go there someday myself, man. You know, but is there a place you haven't gone to? That, like, you've gone to Dubai.
I pretty much been
everywhere
in a lot of places, right? But of course, there are still check marks that need to be done. But I can't complain. I have a map in my house, and I stick the little. The little needles in there. What is it called? The
pinboard or whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
pins. I was looking for the word. So I was sticking the pins, and it's getting full.
Oh yeah.
Antarctica. I need to go there.
I was about to say, like Metallica played Antarctica once. I mean, not Five Finger Death Punch could. Why not?
Yeah, or even privately, if I can go there, I'll do it.
Yeah, there you go. Hang out with some penguins, man. That'd be a good time. Zoltan and the Penguins. Make a kid's book.
That's a movie right there.
Yes. Because why not, right?
Yeah, right.
You could, like I said, you could write a children's book. There's so many celebrities and artists and stuff making a children's book now.
That's more like an Ivan thing. He's great with kids, and he loves kids, and and he has a couple of kids, and he's been talking about writing children's books for a long time. And cool. Right now, he's doing it. He started it.
Oh, that's so awesome, man.
So I think that's going to happen.
Well, my camera girl, also known as my wife, is a librarian, so she knows all about
the
making books, whatever it may be, so I know all about it. But you guys are obviously in the recording studio right now, churning out a brand new album, and I love how you're documenting the whole thing, like giving us a really behind-the-scenes look of how you're doing all this.
It's tricky, I'll tell you that, because here's the deal, like, you kind of want to show it, but I can't really reveal the music.
Right.
So it kind of puts us in a weird scenario because, like there was a, actually it's pretty funny. There was an event where, Ivan would call us in the middle of the night. Now, he generally calls actually Jason because Jason has an answering machine.
No.
And mine is just disabled because otherwise it's,
Yeah, so, you'd be on all night.
So he would call Jason and he would record these vocal ideas, right? And then Jason just grabs it from the answering machine and actually writes a song around it, right?
Oh, man,
and so we went to the studio and we were playing back the the song that Ivan recorded into the answering machine.
Yeah.
And it was on a video. And now I see it, people learn it, singing it on YouTube and whatnot. So, you have to be, not that you have to be careful, but whatever you put out there, it's out there, right? And so this idea of how much do we reveal of what's happening. Can I reveal a couple of riffs? So, in some way I would like to, but I can only just show bits and pieces of music. And
you can do.
But at least look, like at least the people, at least the fans can see the band and how we operate behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
That's cool. And it's becoming so more relevant today, especially with social media and you being on Instagram alone, just kind of peeking into that life. People love to see
like what really
other people are
happens,
doing.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how we want to see that. I mean, there's that's how reality TV started. We want to see real life, whatever it may be.
And I mean, like, look, it's Instagram and all this. This is real in a way that it happens real time, and you put it on social media so people can actually feel like almost if I'm there. Yeah. There's no director there to like, hey guys, again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's take two.
Yeah.
There's no take two. It's just it is.
Yeah, man. Well, we probably have to wrap up. You have to get on stage here very soon. The last question I'm going to ask you, and I've asked this to Rob Zombie, I've asked it to Korn, I've asked it to a lot of people. When's the last time would you say you would have semi-normal hair aside from the dreadlocks?
Maybe when I was like 10 years old.
Whoa, 10?
11.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I before this dreadlock, atrocity on my head is I used to have, okay, so my hair was super curly, and imagine if Slash took a piece of wire and stick it into the outlet.
Yeah.
That was my hair. Like it was an afro on steroids, right?
Oh, man.
You turn your head and it takes a second to follow that situation. It was unmanageable. And so that was my hair kind of, for a long time. And then finally I just had enough of it. I had to set in the calendar, I had to set a date.
Yeah.
Me and my hair are going to have a date. We're going to wash it. You know what I mean? Because it was a whole day process.
Yeah.
It was just unmanageable. And I'm like, you know what, screw this. And I first braided it, but the braid rips out a lot of hair. And I'm like, now I'm just going to dread it. And now I just wake up in the morning, I'm good to go. I don't have to deal with it,
Well, at some point, I hope you put that original fro on Instagram at some point.
I actually did. I think there are a couple of pictures like floating around.
Oh,
it's
man.
pretty hilarious. Even I laugh at it. It's like, yeah.
I'm scrolling down at some point.
Yeah,
Check this out.
That's the. But yeah, I love the idea of I can just roll out of bed and go.
Absolutely, man. Well, Zoltan, man, thank you so much, dude. It was such a pleasure having you again, man. Five Finger Death Punch, brand new album coming out here very soon. Follow him online, follow him on YouTube. Make sure you follow Zoltan on Instagram, and maybe you find that fro pic of his. And check him out at Rock USA tonight. It's Ned from Rock 108.